Chris Lynch News. Book your vehicle service online at airparkcanterbury.co.nz.
Marcus, thanks very much for your time. I've been looking at some of the video you provided. It looks pretty bad. When did you realise how bad the flooding was possibly going to get?
Pretty much when it was too late, unfortunately. We did have heavy rain warnings, but we get those a little bit, and it's kind of, again, took us by surprise, unfortunately. We should know better, but there's most probably twice as much rain as what they predicted. So the river, the Okuti River, which is one of the little rivers in Little River, definitely not little anymore, burst its banks, came over the bridges, smashed a lot of stuff up, lifted the road. There's debris all down the road. There's houses that have been flooded. But everyone is safe and sound, which is the main thing.
That is the main thing. In terms of the damage to your property, what can you see? What have you been looking at today?
The disheartening thing is most probably the loss of a couple of bridges. One that we weren't too surprised about, which is meant to be removed in such events, but we didn't get the time, or I underestimated the amount of water. And then the other one, which is maybe 3 metres above the water level, is pretty much gone as well. It's got a whole lot of debris stacked up against it. So that's a little bit disheartening and a worry, in that trying to fix all of that stuff is going to be a mission. And the other thing is all of our driveways and have all been ripped up like they were all chip sealed and stuff, and now they've all been lifted and there's debris all everywhere, and about a tonne of shingle is now in my neighbour's place.
Have you got the support you need?
Everyone's safe. We've been having conversations, like we have a valley-wide radio comms for such events. So we've all been checking in on each other, and everyone's pretty much safe in that. So there's local support, and the fire brigade have been amazing. They've been checking on the people, the vulnerable people. So we're pretty lucky. We've only had a bit of water, really, and slips down our driveway, and roads been washed out a bit, but nothing too dramatic, nothing like the North Island and some people in the area. All of the little people in Little River itself, they're the galleries will be flooded, the cafes flooded, the petrol station will be flooded. Quite a few mates' places down there are going to need a lot of work.
How would you compare the heavy rain and the flooding in Little River to previous events, Marcus?
We've lived here for 16 years, and it's by far the worst that we've seen, and we've seen a lot of rain. And I've been speaking to neighbours and people in Little River who have been here for over 30 years, and they're saying it's the worst that they've had. So the people up Western Valley Road, they've had the river has diverted through / not being cleared from previous floods. That's then directed the water down the main road and through everyone's places. So a little bit of work needs to be done now, but and we are always going on to the council that prevention is better than an ambulance at the bottom of the cliff. Unfortunately, that the resources are stretched, and if the drains aren't cleared and the slash from forestry and floods are left, then it's only going to cause more of a problem. And an issue of flash floods is also not high on the cards, but it is a possibility. That's one of my main worries. With none of the debris being cleared from the rivers. Like, for example, we next door to the dock, a dock reserve, and speaking to them, they're going, it is what it is, this is nature. But if they have a whole pile of logs on their bit of the stretch of the river, then they get washed down. And we've been lucky in the past to sort of identify these flash flood areas and had them cleared. But Western Valley doesn't sound like it got let off too well.
Well, Marcus, I really appreciate your time talking to me at short notice today, and I wish you all the very best. And I suppose the only good news I can say is after looking online at your campground, it actually looks breathtaking. Probably not right at the moment, but I hope the locals and people here in Christchurch get behind your campground as well, because once it's cleared, it's a beautiful spot. And I appreciate your time, Marcus. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for the call.